The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, you're a real estate agent and you want to get your message out there. You see all these podcasts. Should you do a podcast as a real estate agent? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. Look, a lot of you that watch the show, you're real estate agents, realtors, real estate brokers, and the question that you are often asked is, why don't you have a podcast? Or you watch other real estate agents who have podcasts, and the podcast space has gotten a little cluttered for sure. If you work in the real estate industry, is it a good idea to start a podcast? Great question. Question that we're going to answer by asking real questions. Start today. A good buddy of mine. Well, I feel like I've known him forever, but this is the first time we actually met in person. Phil Byrd is here. What's up, Phil? How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
You grew up in the radio industry around here, but you've really dedicated your career to helping people start their podcast. But you would agree, it's become cluttered. What do you tell, whether it's any kind of business owner, real estate agent, any business owner, they're like, I want to start a podcast. What do you tell them?
I tell them that it is a process, right? And I do believe there's space for everybody. Now, when you say cluttered, I think there's a lot of noise out there, but I don't think it's cluttered. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's cluttered.
That's why I have you on the show, because I don't know.
The way podcasts work now, just think of it like Netflix. There's a ton of options there, right? You find something, if it intrigues you, you're going to stick with it. Just because there's 50 million shows on Netflix doesn't mean we shouldn't have any more TV shows, right? So if you are a real estate agent, you have your own personality. Your own personality brings in, and then you distribute that personality to your brand. It's all about branding, and everybody has their own personal brand, and utilizing a podcast helps you bring that brand to the next level.
How do you help people start their podcast or their digital journey?
So the biggest problem that I've noticed is that people have these great ideas, but then they don't know what to do or how to execute it, right? So what we do at the Podcast Doctor, we eliminate all the technical problems for you. So you come in, you sit down, you have your content ready, we do everything for you. We're the heavy lifting. So essentially we're your engine, but you're still steering the car here, right? So we handle the recording, the editing, the distribution. So we'll create your podcast platforms for you, like Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, all those platforms for you, YouTube. We can create your website that goes to your podcast, social media clips that you see that go viral on social media, your TikTok, all of that stuff. So we handle all of those aspects so you don't have to, so you can just focus on your content.
So, it's really easy to take your video camera and say, oh, I'm here in Claremont today looking at a house, versus really this distribution, professionally editing and shooting things like that. I mean, what is the difference? And do you think it's better, because a lot of people just are going to take their phone, obviously, and say, hey, I'm here today. What's the difference in actually doing it professionally?
Well, just the look itself.
Yeah.
I mean, the look, the vibe, the feel. If you see something professional, you're going to be more inclined to invest in that. They took the time to invest in getting the right camera. They took the time to invest in the right production. If all the elements match, when you look up something new, you Google it, right? That's the first thing you do. If you see that they have a website, their website's on point. If you see their social media is on point. If you see that their brand is great, you're more inclined to buy whatever their product is or patronize their service. So we help you with that, so everything is top notch and key, versus something that seems not grassroots, but something that seems less polished.
Some people maybe don't have a great personality for doing a podcast. What do you tell that person who knows that they want to do some kind of podcast, they want to do some kind of relationship building with their potential audience or potential customer base, but they don't have a great personality? How do you coach them?
So people love that, though.
Oh, yeah?
People will be drawn more into that if you are more real, if you are more authentic, if you have a story to tell. You don't have to be a professional broadcaster to get your message across. That's why podcasting is so great.
Yeah.
That's why so many people utilize it who don't have those specialty skills, who didn't go to broadcasting school or didn't get a degree or anything like that, but they have awesome stories. So they utilize that, and people are more inclined to follow them because it's more relatable. So don't fear.
So do you help me then? Let's say again, I want to start some kind of podcast. I want to start some kind of digital presence that I don't have. Will you help coach me through those very weird thoughts? Like, I'm scared. Are you going to help me coach? Are you going to coach me through that?
Absolutely. That comes with every type of service we offer. I don't want to just turn the camera on and say, go ahead, you're good. No, I'm going to be with you every step of the way, whether it's episode planning, obviously the editing and distribution side, but outreach, helping you get guests on your show, or even sponsorships. So helping you get those things covered for you, and obviously helping you through the way if you have any anxiety or anything like that. I'm there to help you.
You kind of grew up in the radio industry in some ways and then branched out to podcasts, but your story is obviously way more than that. And you know, I've heard your story a few times now, and I'm blown away. It's your story is about raising now a 13-year-old son who is, you would say, I think, severely autistic, and you've done such a wonderful job with him. And then just a few weeks ago, you find out, wow, everything's great in my life, health-wise, until
rewind a little bit, right? You guys can see my face. I've got pretty bad acne, right? And I didn't have acne my entire life until I started seeing stuff in maybe last July. And you know, like men do, we procrastinate. We don't go to the doctor.
Of course.
You know, so I waited. Yeah, I waited until about January to get a dermatology appointment. Got my appointment. They did a biopsy on my skin, and they found out that it's associated with something called perforating dermatosis. And I didn't know what that was. And so they told me, and said, this is a sign of end-stage renal failure, which also is stage 5 kidney disease. So I'm like, oh, can I get some cream or something, you know? And so they referred me to my nephrologist. So I went and got the blood test done, and then they told me that I have stage 5 kidney disease. And so found that out. It was very shocking, and then literally 2 days later, my mom passed away. So that was a really, really tough week for me. Very, very heavy. And yeah, so I'm currently dealing with having stage 5 kidney disease.
Is there a way that someone watching today can help?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest thing that I need right now, I'm looking for a living donor, right? A living donor means you donate one of your kidneys to me. And so if you're just remotely interested at all, just go to kidneyforphil.com. It is my website. It's a hub that I built. There's tons of information about me, tons of information about donorship and how you can help support. The application is there as well. The donor application is a pretty extensive process, so I don't tell people what blood type I am because I can take multiple blood types. So if you just go to kidneyforphil.com, fill out the screener, and Advent Health or HCA, Largo, Florida, those are the 2 agencies I'm dealing with. They'll contact you, and if all goes through, then we'll go ahead and continue the process.
Wow. Tell me about your son. How's he doing?
Oh, my son Dominic, he is...
I heard he's like twice my size, by the way.
He's 6 foot, around 240. He's 13. He's nonverbal. Nonverbal means he doesn't speak. You know, he's lower functioning intellectual disability, but he is awesome. He's an awesome kid, tons of personality, great personality. Me and his mother are his voice, and we love being advocates for the autism community because, you know, he can't tell people how he feels. You know, and so just being his dad has been the greatest joy and greatest challenge that I think I've ever had to deal with. But me being able to find a kidney donor is also very vital because I want to be here for him.
You're an amazing guy, and again, I feel like I've known you for a long time. We've talked back and forth, text, called, and can't believe it's the first time we actually met.
For real.
I'm just happy you're here, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll stay in touch for sure. Phil Byrd, everyone, if you can help him out, please do. But also, and I'm dead serious about this, you have something that you want to communicate to the masses. And it's hard to figure out how to communicate that. You need someone by your side to help do that, whether it's a podcast, digital marketing, anything like that. Phil will be happy to help you. Quick break. When we return, so much more good stuff coming ahead. You have real estate control. If you own a house, you need to listen up because it is getting warmer out. You know what the warm weather means? It means your electricity bills are going to skyrocket. What can you do? Can you call the electricity bill and say, or the electricity company and say, lower my bill? You can't do that at all. What you can do is look at your windows. Dan Brigman is here, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, windows make all the difference with our electricity bills.
Yes, they sure do. You have to have, in this day and time, you have to have a high energy efficient window. If you don't, you can expect to be paying anywhere from 20 to 40% more on your electric bill than you should be.
And when you start talking about financing new windows, your financing terms are amazing. Oftentimes no interest for a while. Sometimes the payment that you make for the windows is going to be offset totally by the savings on your electricity bill.
Yeah, over time, you almost always are going to pay for your windows in the amount of savings that you have on your electric bill, depending on how high that is. But yeah, I mean, you're going to normally see an electric bill between $300 and $400 or $500. If you take the cost savings from that, and you probably save close to $200, we can get you in payment plans under that category all day long.
All windows are not created equally. Renewal by Anderson simply has the best.
Yes, 100%. I believe that with all my heart. We have over 33 patents on our Fibrex product. It's been under research since 1991. So yeah, it's #1 window in the industry.
Always good to see you, brother. QR code on the screen. If you own a house, have Renewal by Anderson out today. You know, home ownership is amazing, obviously, until you get the call or until you start seeing that leak from your roof and it's time to re-roof your house. Expensive for sure. Joined by my good friend, haven't seen him in a long time. This is weird. Cory Callahan, what's up, baby? How are you?
Glad to be here.
How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a long time.
Talk about that though, because we talk about home ownership is amazing. Everyone should buy a house and don't pay rent to the landlord. But the roof thing is really scary for people, you know, and when they see the leak coming through, they're like, oh, this is going to be expensive. I don't know if it's time to get a new roof. Like, how do I know that I need to really get my roof checked out, you think?
I mean, the best way is preventative, right? Like before you know there's a problem. But if you're starting to see the brown spot in your ceiling or you're in the middle of a real estate transaction, you're wondering what the quality of the roof is, the best thing to do is to get somebody, myself, to come out and take a look at the roof, put boots on the roof, and actually, you know, see what's going on. See if there's any rotted wood. See, you know, if there's a bad design. See if there's storm damage. Any of those kind of things. But you know, if you are ahead of that and you get sort of a, you know, maybe biannually type inspection, then we can be preventative with those kind of things as well.
And then you come over, and how do I know it's time to get a new roof? And then also, how do I know if I file a claim with the insurance company? Do I just pay cash? Scary time for homeowners.
Yeah, lots of options. So yeah, you have to keep your guard up as a homeowner. So one of the things is just making sure that you get an honest assessment, and that's what we do. If I come out to the roof and you don't have storm damage, I am not going to push you down that road. It's a complicated, messy, you know, road that can get very frustrating. But if you have, you know, crossed the tipping point on the life of your roof, and you've got major granule loss, you've got, you know, wind blown shingles, any of those kind of things, we're going to take a look at that and diagnose which direction that you should actually go. There's plenty of times, Justin, I get up on a roof and this, you know, they don't have leaks, they don't have problems, and they got 5 more years left of life, and we just call it what it is, you know. And I think that that's a good way to do business. You know, being honest with people is something in the home improvement industry that they don't see very much anymore. So we take a lot of pride in doing that.
I'm thinking about buying a house. I'm looking at a few houses. One of them has a tile roof. One of them has a shingle roof. What should I do?
Well, you know, if it's a tile roof and a shingled roof, you know, obviously the tile roof is going to have more longevity, more life to it. It's a more substantial roof, but the house is also engineered to hold the weight of tile, right? Shingled roofs are engineered a little bit differently, but there's new products on the market which are stone-coated steel, you know, different things like that that mimic the look of tile, of shake, you know, all the different, you know, factors and looks and curb appeal that you might want as a homeowner. So the good news is you can sort of make your house nowadays look however you want, with standing seam metal, stone-coated steel, shingles, luxury shingles, tile, so on and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, some people think I was just lazy today for not shaving, but I actually didn't shave today because I knew you were coming in and I wanted to like twin with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that normal?
Since the last time I've seen you, it's a little bit more salt and pepper. You know, like you're getting there.
I got married.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
Talk to me about solar for a second, because let's be honest.
Let's be very honest.
Solar in this, especially in this market over the last, say, 2 or 3 years, has been a little unusual. You know, there have been maybe some companies that have gone out of business, almost like the pool business, where companies have gone out of business. They've left their customers hanging in some ways. If I were to ask you this question right now, what do you think about solar on my house to save me on my electricity bill? What would you say?
Yeah, it's a good question. And up until just recently, you know, I've been in the industry for a long time. I have never liked solar. I've never liked the idea of it. I love the technology behind it, but the way that it's been done in this industry has been sort of ugly. You know, these guys are, you know, trying to just get people to sign and slap on 50, you know, solar panels onto a roof that really needs to be replaced before it does anything, causes leaks, breaks warranties, all those things, and then they just disappear on you. And so up until, you know, working with Level Roofing now, we are a roofing and solar company, and we take accountability for all of it. And the thing that's been beautiful is watching it unfold. So if you're my client and you're a candidate for solar, we work and make sure that there's going to be a system that's going to be efficient for your house, and it's going to make sense. You know, it depends on which way the house is facing. It depends on your usage. It depends on your power company, all those kind of things. We're not just going to slap something up there and hope it works and walk away from it. The other is the installation. If we're doing the roof and the solar, we're accountable, and we're going to put warranty on all of that. And so it's been a really nice thing to watch it be done the right way. And but it's a great technology. I think it's got further to go as well, and so I'm excited to see where it goes. But we do it the right way. So.
Yeah, that's perfect. So let me ask you, and back to roofing for a second. So, you know, I'm having some leaks in my roof, of course, and I'm pretty sure there was a storm that came through 3 or 4 months ago, but I didn't really notice it until now. Is there a way to go back and say, yes, I do see that there was a major, maybe hail event that happened 3 or 4 months ago to kind of help with the insurance claim? Can I look back?
Yeah, I mean, there's always statute of limitation, right? And so there's all sorts of technology where we can discover date of loss. And, you know, the insurance companies have their tricks up their sleeves too about how they can recognize when damage happened on the roof. And so I would have a homeowner just check with their insurance company about what their particular statute of limitation is. You know, if we had a hailstorm last April and you're trying to file a claim a year and a half later, there's a very good chance that they won't honor the claim. Yeah. But you have a certain amount of time to do that. Each insurance company, there is sort of a standard, but each insurance company is a little different. So check with your insurance company.
How do I reach out? Cory Callahan.
Yeah, we're at Level Roofing. You can call me personally, 407-280-2178. We're taking care, I'm doing commercial, you know, so if you're a building owner, a business owner, any of those kind of projects, anything residential, all, you know, repairs, insurance, any of that is what we're taking care of. So
I tell you all the time that I only have people on the show who I trust, and to prove that to you is I have not had a single roofing company on this program since Cory was at another place, because I mean that. When I tell you I trust someone, it's because I trust them. I know that they're good people and they're going to treat you the right way, which is what this show at the end of the day is all about. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you.
I missed you.
I missed
you really did.
Like the beard.
Quick, thank you. Quick break. You have real estate companies. I'm attorney Justin Clark. We have saved millions of dollars for people with their student loan debt, but things are changing. Is now the time for you to get rid of your student loan debt as well? Call me now. You have power. Welcome back to the show. A lot of decisions to make when you're a real estate agent. How do I promote my brand? Do I promote the brand of where I hang my shingle? Do I do a podcast? What do I do? And we were talking about podcasts earlier. Elisha Lopez, you've been the helper of many agents over the last almost 25 years now. A lot of young agents have come up through your brokerage. You've gone now to Real Broker. What do you tell an agent about how they promote their own brand? What can I do?
So an agent's personal brand, like that's their business card. That is so important. And a lot of times what happens is they haven't done it yet if they've been in the industry for a while. So they think like, oh, it's too late, I haven't started. But they have to get started. And then a brand new agent that needs to promote themselves, their brand, they need to first be professional.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of funny stuff out there on social media that grabs our attention. But at the end of the day, when a buyer is going to be spending the most money that they've probably spent their entire life so far, or a seller will be making the most money that they are, like, we got to take that serious. And we have to be knowledgeable. And just because if we're new, our team can back us up. So hanging our license in the right place to get that training is also important.
You know, in 3 or 4 years, I've never asked you this. I don't think I've ever asked this question to anyone, actually, on the entirety of the show. I hate Trump. I hate Biden. I hate this guy, that guy. Should politics play into my social media strategy?
No.
I know, sorry. I had to.
No, actually, no.
Right.
And not that, like, we all have the right to believe and follow and all of those things on what we believe, right? But the issue I have seen in my now almost 26 years doing this is that no matter what, at least half we're going to disagree with. And so we have to provide a service, and our job is not to agree or disagree with their political beliefs or religious beliefs, right? We're all humans, and a human helping somebody buy or sell a property, I mean, like, if you focus on that, you're going to have a business forever. But if you side one side or you say your opinion, you're going to lose somehow.
Content is king, obviously, right now. And you know, a lot of people do just take their phone, they're driving down the road saying, oh, this is a house over here, house over here. I mean, how professional do you believe that the content that I put out on social media really should be?
So any video is better than no video, as long as it's not ridiculous and unprofessional, right? I know as a previous broker owner and now as a team lead, like, it's just who's under you. Like, we don't want them making us look bad. And it's not because, like, oh, you make me look bad. It's because it's a liability. And so if a team member of mine is doing something that holds me accountable, then that holds my broker accountable. And, you know, that's not good. The goal for us to have a license is to protect the health, welfare, and safety of the public, which includes our videos.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if you're knowledgeable and you're authentic and you're not trying to be somebody that you're not, like, you're going to do good. And you could start today. It does, like, oh, I haven't done this in 10 years. Nobody's going to pay attention. They will.
So I get a listing, and I want to obviously put the listing on MLS or wherever we're putting it out there. Do I hire a professional photographer? Can I take my own pictures? How do I really put that listing out there for the public to see?
Yes, like, it's so normal now that if you don't have professional photography and videography done for your listings, you just shot yourself in the foot. Like, an experienced agent is going to take your listings with your iPhone pictures and then say, look, you want to hire them or you want to hire me? And immediately the one that with the awful pictures is going to lose.
Yeah. What about drone footage these days? I see a lot of drones out there. Should I hire a drone person? Can I fly my own drone? What do you think?
I mean, you can if you're good at it, right? But there's, like, a lot of times they have to have a pilot's license for the drone. There's all kinds of regulations. So I always say just stay in your lane and stick to what you do best. But yes, definitely we want to have, and it's all included. So most of the photography companies or photographers, you know, they do the drone, they do the pictures, they do it all.
Ocala's changing. Marion County's changing. It's growing like crazy. I was talking to someone, WEC, the World Equestrian Center, has changed the game when it comes to real estate in Ocala. I was talking to someone yesterday. They were like, I was at WEC. I wasn't for anything about horse related at all. They were there for some big convention. So many people are coming to Marion County to visit WEC. It's changing the real estate game.
Oh, it has. So the last 3 years has completely changed the entire demographic of the entire county.
Yeah.
And now anything within a 20-mile radius of the equestrian center, that is like hot real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to buy, invest in real estate in Marion County, anywhere in northern Florida, or you have some land up in northern Florida that you want to try to get rid of, it's been passed down from generation to generation. There's one person to call. QR code on the screen right now for Elisha Lopez, Real Broker. Great job as always.
Thank you.
The real estate market the next year is going to be good. What do you think?
Always good.
It's good. We're going to crush it.
Yes.
Thank you to Elisha. Thank you to all of my amazing guests today. Most importantly, our wonderful crew over here doing a great job. And you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Have you been threatened by the IRS and you're feeling scared? Call me now or visit youhavepower.com.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.